ChatGPT said. Title: His wife abandoned him and their twin girls, unaware they will later become billionaires. Rain poured down heavily as Chuka stood by the dusty road in Aba, cradling his crying twin daughters. Their mother, Amara, had just left them, bags packed, her mind made up. "I can't do this anymore," she screamed, shoving the last of her belongings into a keke. "This life is useless." "You're useless, Chuka. I didn't marry you to suffer." "But Amara, they're your daughters." "Our daughters," Chuka pleaded. She didn't look back. The keke zoomed off, splashing muddy water over Chuka and the shivering toddlers, Adaora and Adaku. He collapsed to his knees, clutching the girls to his chest. That night, under the leaking zinc roof of their one-room apartment, Chuka warmed garri water and soaked the last handful of garri. He split it into 3 and smiled sadly. "Eat, my angels. Daddy is here." Years passed. Chuka worked any job he could: bricklayer, barrow pusher, street cleaner. He even washed clothes at Upper Eweka just to feed his girls. People mocked him. Some called him Chuka the maid. But he didn't care. At night, he would read torn newspapers to the girls, pointing at pictures and teaching them how to spell. "You girls will go to school. You'll become great. I don't care what anyone says." Adaora was gifted with numbers. Adaku could code by the time she was 12, fixing broken radios and building simple phone apps from a friend's borrowed laptop. With the help of an old, retired teacher named Mama Ejike, who noticed their brilliance, the girls entered a national STEM competition. They won. The news made it to AIT and NTA. Soon, international NGOs offered scholarships. The twins traveled to the US at 16, MIT for Adaora, Stanford for Adaku. They built a tech startup called Twanetech, a fintech app that helped small African traders access microloans and manage inventory. By age 25, Twanetech was acquired for $600 million by a major Silicon Valley firm. They insisted their father be present at the signing. He wore a second-hand suit and old sandals, still unable to afford a proper shoe. He wept as they handed him the company's honorary plaque. To the man who believed when no one else did. Meanwhile in Enugu, Amara watched the news from a noisy bar. Her new husband had left her, and she was deep in debt. She froze as she saw the headline. Nigerian twin sisters become billionaires, raised by single father who was once a street laborer. Tears streamed down her face. "Those are my daughters." But it was too late. In Lagos, at a massive press conference, a journalist asked Adaora, "What's the secret to your success?" She smiled and turned to her father. "Our mother abandoned us. But our father raised us like queens. He never had money, but he gave us vision. That's what made us billionaires." The hall erupted in applause. And somewhere in the crowd, Chuka wept again, this time not from sorrow, but joy. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more interesting story.